7 people vanish from this apartment on the exact same date, and each one left behind a journal describing a sound behind the wall. Now it's my turn to hear it. The journal was still open on the nightstand when I moved in. Not closed, not tucked away. Open, like someone had been reading it moments before they left. The last entry was dated March 14th, and the handwriting was neat, almost careful. I told myself the previous tenant had simply forgotten it. People leave things behind. It didn't mean anything. But then I found the second journal in the closet, wedged behind the baseboard. Same date, March 14th. Same sentence, word for word. The landlord, Mr. Haroon, told me the unit had a high turnover. He smiled when he said it, like that was a normal thing to say. 7 tenants in 6 years, all gone by March 14th. All of them left everything: furniture, clothes, food in the fridge. I almost believed him. The apartment was perfect. Hardwood floors, exposed brick, a view of the skyline. The rent was $400 below market rate. I signed the lease on February 2nd. I had time. The knocking started on February 19th. It came from behind the bedroom wall. 3 slow, rhythmic pulses, then silence. Like a heartbeat. I pressed my ear to the plaster and felt it more than heard it, a low, patient throb. I called maintenance. They came the next day, knocked on the wall themselves, and told me it was the pipes. Old building. Nothing to worry about. But the pipes didn't have a rhythm. And they didn't stop exactly at midnight. By February 25th, I'd found 4 more journals. They were hidden in different places, inside a vent, beneath the kitchen sink, taped under the bathroom mirror. 7 tenants, 7 journals. Every single one described the same sound. Every single one ended on March 14th with the same line. I went to the public library and searched the archives. 7 missing persons reports, all filed within days of March 14th, spanning from 2018 to 2023. The cases were still open. No bodies, no evidence of foul play, no signs of struggle in any of the apartments. The police reports were partially redacted. Whole paragraphs blacked out, as if someone had decided the public didn't need to know what was written there. One detail wasn't redacted, though. In every report, the responding officer noted the same thing. The bedroom wall was warm to the touch. I stopped sleeping in the bedroom, but the knocking followed me. It moved to the living room wall, then the hallway, then the bathroom. It was learning the shape of wherever I was. And it was getting louder. On March 1st, I noticed something I couldn't explain. The wall near the bedroom door had changed. The paint was slightly raised, like something was pushing from underneath. I pressed my hand against it and felt warmth, not from pipes, not from heating, but something deeper, something almost alive. The surface flexed, just barely, like the wall was breathing. I called Mr. Haroon. He didn't answer. I went to his office. The building manager told me he'd taken a leave of absence. He'd left no forwarding number. On March 10th, I heard my name. It came from behind the wall, not the knocking. My name, whispered in a voice that sounded like mine but slower, like it was learning how to form the syllables. I stood in the hallway, frozen, and the wall in front of me expanded, just a fraction, and then contracted. Breathing. The whole apartment was breathing. I grabbed my keys. I grabbed my coat. I made it to the front door, and then I stopped. Because I realized something that made my hands start shaking. I'd been in the apartment for 37 days. I couldn't remember what I'd done for most of them. Whole evenings were just gone. I'd sit down at my laptop, and then it would be 2 hours later, and I'd be standing in the bedroom with my ear against the wall, and I wouldn't remember walking there. The missing tenants didn't leave on March 14th. They were taken before March 14th. March 14th was just the last day anyone saw them. The journal entries weren't written by 7 different people. They were written by the same thing, over and over, using whoever was left. The sentence wasn't a warning, it was a signature. I'm writing this down because I need you to know. The apartment is still for rent. The listing went back up yesterday. The rent is $400 below market rate. And if you move in, don't press your ear to the wall. It's already listening. If you ever notice your apartment number changing on its own, leave. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Because some doors shouldn't be opened twice.